The world of AI just shifted again, and this time it's louder than ever before. Google, Anthropic, and OpenAI all made moves, but one drop shook the internet overnight. Google unveiled something beyond expectation, VEO 3.1, not just an upgrade, a leap in digital filmmaking. For years, creators craved control inside AI video. Now, Google finally delivered a tool that listens. Cinematic motion, realistic lighting, seamless continuity. Every frame feels alive, like true cinema. And here's the wild part. It generates sound, ambient tones, dialogue, even subtle emotional cues. No need for third-party audio tools anymore. Imagine typing a scene, adding one image reference, and watching a full cinematic short come alive. That's VEO 3.1's new language of creativity. It understands composition, rhythm, and even intent. It's filmmaking through conversation, not complex editing. The update lives inside Flow, Google's creative playground. But it's also accessible through Gemini API. Developers can plug it directly into applications instantly. And yes, it's coming soon to Vertex AI. Pricing? Still competitive. 40 cents per second for standard generation. 15 cents for the faster version. No subscriptions. Pay only for results. Each render carries Google's invisible safety watermark. Every clip is scanned for copyright or misuse. But the innovation doesn't stop at visuals. For the first time, creators can extend video scenes. A clip can now grow from its last frame, turning short ideas into continuous storytelling. Continuity, once limited by time, is now fluid. Feed VEO text, images, even previous footage. Stack up to 3 style references per clip. Blend the first and last frame for smooth transitions, and watch your virtual camera keep rolling flawlessly. Visual consistency is another big win here. Marketers begged for it, and Google listened. Upload one logo or product photo. Done. VEO keeps it identical across every frame. That's not a small fix. It's revolutionary. It means a global campaign can stay cohesive, whether built by one designer or an entire studio. Google calls it controlled creativity, a space where structure meets imagination seamlessly. And for enterprises, that control means trust. Flow's interface now supports scene re-editing too. You can tweak without regenerating entire videos. That saves hours, and for creators, money. It's the difference between experimenting and scaling. But not everyone's convinced. Early testers are torn between excitement and realism. Some say OpenAI's SORA 2 still looks more human. Others claim Google finally mastered control and sound. 3D artist Travis Davids praised its emotional realism. He called its sound quality next-generation immersive. But he wished for longer base generations beyond 8 seconds. Still, his verdict? A powerful step toward cinematic AI. Meanwhile, creator Matt Schumer had mixed feelings. He found SORA 2's visuals more fluid overall, but admitted VEO's workflow is unmatched for editors. It's fast, integrated, and extremely scalable for production. So where does that leave us now? Between two worlds, realism and control. OpenAI still holds the realism crown. But Google just changed what workflow mastery means. And if history repeats itself, this is only phase 1. Because under all that cinematic polish, Google is testing something much bigger: autonomous storytelling. The kind of AI that doesn't just render. It directs. It decides. It creates with purpose. And that's where the story of 2025 truly begins. While Google chases cinematic mastery, Another giant moved differently. Anthropic decided to shrink the system instead of expanding it. Their new model, Claude Haiku 4.5, just broke expectations again. It's smaller, faster, and unbelievably efficient. Think of it as precision over power, speed over size, a lightweight AI that performs like a heavyweight. And somehow, it costs nearly one-third of its predecessor. 5 months ago, Claude Sonnet 4 ruled Anthropic's lineup. It was fast, logical, and loved by developers everywhere. Now that same brilliance fits into Haiku 4.5, running at twice the speed for a fraction of the price. 1 million input tokens cost barely $1. 1 million output tokens, just $5 total. That's enterprise power at startup prices. But here's where it gets interesting. Performance didn't drop. In some benchmarks, Haiku 4.5 actually outperformed Sonnet 4, especially in real-time environments like customer service bots, automation agents, and code execution assistants. Latency? Nearly invisible. It responds like thought, swift and seamless. For the first time, Anthropic embraced collaboration fully. They built a system where models work as teammates, not tools. Claude Sonnet 4.5 now acts as the strategist. It breaks tasks into smaller, parallel steps automatically. Then, multiple Haiku 4.5 models run those subtasks instantly. It's not just one mind. It's a network of specialists. That's multi-agent orchestration made simple. Instead of one AI handling everything slowly, hundreds cooperate in real time for maximum precision. It's efficient, adaptive, and, most importantly, safe. Anthropic's mission has always leaned toward alignment. This version carries their AI Safety Level 2 certification, proving it's secure for broad release without major constraints. The team didn't cut corners either. They ran deep safety audits across chemical, biological, and radiological contexts, what they call CBRN tests. Only limited risks surfaced, meaning cleaner deployment ahead. You can now access Haiku 4.5 anywhere instantly through Claude's API, Amazon Bedrock, or Google Cloud Vertex. Developers say it feels alive but logical. Its decisions make sense, and its responses flow effortlessly. For businesses, that translates to reliability at scale. Anthropic might not dominate headlines every week, but this release proves that consistency can win the long game. While others chase spectacle, Anthropic builds substance quietly, and that silence might just echo the loudest. But the AI race didn't stop there. While Anthropic pursued refinement, another company decided to reinvent how AI thinks entirely. What they revealed next shocked even veteran developers. Enter Kong, a company quietly building in the background until now. Their latest creation, called Volcano, just changed the rules completely. It's not another chatbot or model upgrade. It's a full-blown AI agent creation toolkit, and it's unbelievable. Think of it as a framework that builds frameworks. You can design intelligent agents that think, act, and collaborate, and you can do it in just a few lines of code. Developers around the world are calling it the cleanest setup yet. Here's why. Most older AI frameworks weren't built for new standards. Systems like LangChain or Haystack had to adapt to progress. They were created before something called Model Context Protocol, MCP, existed. MCP is what lets models talk to APIs, tools, and databases fluently. Kong didn't retrofit it. They built for MCP from the start. That's what makes Volcano faster, simpler, and incredibly stable. No more endless configuration errors or disconnected APIs. Just plug in your keys, set your logic, and it works instantly. When Kong unveiled Volcano at the API Summit in New York, their live demo stunned the audience into silence. The CTO stood on stage, scanned a QR code, and smiled. Within seconds, an AI agent started collecting user data live, names, cities, and coffee preferences from the audience itself. Then, in real time, it placed 900 coffee orders automatically. No lag, no errors. Just 15 lines of working code. That moment broke the internet in the developer community. Volcano connects seamlessly to every major AI ecosystem out there. Anthropic, OpenAI, Google Cloud, AWS, and Azure are all supported. You can switch between models effortlessly in the same workflow. It automatically selects the most efficient model mid-task. One step might utilize Claude for reasoning. The next could leverage GPT for language or analysis. It feels like orchestrating a team of AIs rather than just one brain. And that's the essence: collaboration over domination. Volcano views intelligence as a network, not a single entity. Each agent can spawn smaller sub-agents for micro-tasks. They share knowledge, reuse data, and coordinate autonomously. Kong also introduced a new AI gateway alongside it. This system converts APIs into MCP-ready modules automatically. That means any business tool can become AI-compatible in an instant. It's plug-and-play for the next generation of automation. Security is a top priority, too. Volcano integrates centralized encryption with MCP OAuth controls. You can trace every agent's action, every request, every token. Total transparency, zero confusion. The development workflow is a dream for engineers. Kong's integration composer helps discover smart APIs automatically. It's like having an assistant that knows what tool to connect next. You build, secure, deploy, and it all happens in one place. The best part? It's open source from day one. Developers are joining the project in record numbers. Early feedback calls it the future of agent development. It's simple, lightweight, and beautifully designed for real-world use. Kong's CEO called it the first OpenAI ecosystem. This isn't just a model or a company. It's an ecosystem built for everyone. It's a framework that unites all others under one protocol. While Google is crafting cinematic AI, Anthropic is refining structure. Kong just handed creators the keys to an entire AI universe. The future won't belong to one model anymore. It'll belong to those who can make them all work together. And this, right here, might be that turning point. What happened after that demo sent shockwaves across tech. A single open-source project made the biggest companies rethink everything. One man decided to take that freedom even further. He didn't just build an agent. He built a whole new model, from scratch, in one night. The world couldn't believe it worked. While giants battled for dominance, one man went solo. Andrej Karpathy, known for Tesla and OpenAI, returned unexpectedly. What he released shook the AI community completely. He called it NanoChat, and it's pure innovation distilled. A full chat-style AI system you can train yourself. Not a demo, not a prototype, an actual working model. All for around $100 and a few hours. Sounds impossible, right? But Karpathy made it real. He stripped away corporate layers, complex infrastructure, and secrecy. What remained was something elegant, transparent, and open to all. NanoChat runs on roughly 8,000 lines of code. It trains, fine-tunes, and runs directly from a simple command. Everything from tokenizer to web interface is built in. You don't need massive clusters, just patience and curiosity. During testing, Karpathy used 8 rented H100 GPUs. They cost roughly $24 per hour to operate. 4 hours later, the entire model was trained, a functioning chatbot with reasoning, logic, and creative response. The total cost? Just under $100. And when it finished, the results were shocking. It didn't just answer. It understood. It reasoned. It created. Every stage of training revealed something fascinating. First, it learned raw language, patterns, grammar, and context. Then came structured conversation and small math challenges. Later, it practiced logical reasoning using miniature code snippets. Finally, it fine-tuned itself with high-quality chat data. That's the secret. It learned like a student, not a script. Every round improved fluency, emotion, and coherence naturally. No corporate pipeline, no hidden datasets, no closed-source barriers. Karpathy even added an optional fourth learning phase, a simplified version of reinforcement learning from feedback. Here, NanoChat evaluates its own responses dynamically. It improves itself through reflection, not just repetition. The results? Astonishing for something so small. It could chat naturally, solve math, and even debug code. Spend a bit more, say $300, and it scales. Spend $1,000, and it rivals GPT-2's intelligence. The real miracle isn't power, it's transparency. Every part of NanoChat is open, visible, and understandable. You can see how it tokenizes data, processes inputs, and learns. Nothing hidden, nothing abstract, just pure, visible intelligence. Developers are calling it AI education done right. For students, small labs, and indie creators, it's perfect. No black boxes, no mystery APIs, just accessible knowledge. A roadmap showing exactly how language models truly evolve. Karpathy's release wasn't about competition, it was about liberation. He reminded us that open source still matters deeply. Innovation doesn't need billions, just understanding and intent. In a world chasing bigger, faster, and costlier systems, NanoChat stands for something beautifully different: simplicity. It proves that creativity, not capital, drives the AI revolution. And now, the landscape feels more alive than ever. Google builds cinematic storytellers through VEO 3.1. Anthropic perfects harmony between safety and efficiency. Kong empowers creators with open frameworks like Volcano. And Karpathy? He hands the blueprint back to the people. The future of AI isn't locked behind corporate walls anymore. It's open, distributed, and evolving faster than ever imagined. A future where anyone can build, teach, and explore intelligence. Where power belongs to creators, not just corporations. Because the next chapter of technology won't be written by machines. It'll be shaped by humans who dare to understand them. And right now, that chapter is being written, line by line.